Well, hello. We're back again with another star-studded episode. It's Exquisite Conversation Podcast. We have a treat for you tonight, and I just like to say before we get started, the host of the show will be out tonight. That is Celebrity Publicist Nicole Jordan. She had to really go and see about her grandma, and so we just gonna keep her and her family in prayer. But other than that, we're going to get started. So we have none other than a Chi-Town representative by the way of Atlanta, Georgia, hot Atlanta. And we're going to just give her a chance to introduce herself and allow the audience to get familiar with her. So you can go and introduce yourself.
Hello everybody. My name is RoChe ChiTown. I am from the west side of Chicago, now residing in Atlanta, Georgia, as Jacob said. I'm a filmmaker, a producer, writer, director, actress, voiceover talent, and the mother of an amazing son, Roshan, who is also an actor. He also plays basketball and he models. And I am just so grateful to be invited to this platform. And I just hope that we all get to cover a bunch of things tonight and that you guys are all blessed.
All right. All right. There you have it. So let's talk about what made you want to get into the film industry and how did you, how does one break into the film industry or say get into the film industry as a whole?
What made me want to get into the film industry was watching television, like more specifically things that look like us and sound like us. Like Cosby Show, A Different World, things like Jason's Lyric, like those type of movies inspired me to want to be able to do that as well, and just tell my story, like, changing the narrative of some of the things that we already have seen on television and just being able to tell our authentic stories. One of the ways I got started was by watching other people, doing my research, and trial and error, praying about it, talking to other people who, like myself, was interested in the arts. Everyone may not have wanted to write or direct. Some people may want to, dibble and dabble in the camera or the hair, the makeup, all the other things. So once we all decided, to work together as one unit, it was like unstoppable. So that's kind of how I got started.
Okay, so upon getting started, tell me about your very first casting.
First cast RoChe Ride, tell the son, parent, a mother of who was given a diagnosis autism. When you hear the word autism, people may not really understand, and it's okay because there's so many different pieces to autism. That's why there's multiple colors, and because there's different sensory things that may offset one autistic person that does other autistic. So share my story and about I use real life situations, and just had people, enter into our world, myself and Roshan. So that was like, it was reality, but it wasn't. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like
Mm.
all the way scripted, but it was really us being authentic and sharing me dating, or the missteps in dating, as well as listening to my friends and their stories about dating. So we kind of like recreated certain situations and things. So that was like, my son was 5 at the time. So that was like 13 years ago. That was when I first started doing the casting.
Okay, okay, okay. So, um, and you started in Chicago, correct? Okay, so upon you starting in Chicago, you know, were you a great writer first, or were you a model first, or were you like like what was your element that really made you go forward? You know, was you writing your own short stories first, or were you just practicing something that you seen on TV and you said I can do this, or how did it happen? Yeah, you kind of breaking up. You might want to go out and come back in. Hello, can you hear me? Well, she'll be going out and coming back in because she was breaking up really bad. But we have RoChe ChiTown, originally from the west side of Chicago. Now they're in Atlanta, Georgia, and she's been in the acting in the film world about 13 years. Started out, watching television, and it intrigued her, and it piqued her interest, and so now she's definitely living out her dreams. And so, with that being said, you know, what makes people want to act, and what are the levels of acting, and how well do people understand what goes into the film business, as a whole when they get started, and are you coachable? Are you teachable? You know, can you have a diversity role of where you can play this character, and um, you know all the above. So, hey, you back? So, we was just talking
Okay,
about.
can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yes, we were just talking about uh, having a mindset to where you have the diversity to play different characters, and um, how well do people understand the real business of the film world, and what goes into the non-disclosure agreement, and how many contracts are signed during a production. So um, as I was asking you before, were you a creative writer first, or were you the type of person that looked up everything and decided how to do your own reel, or how did that work out for you when you first started?
First it started with me just being true to and authentic. I didn't like classes on I am a fan as well as television and film, a bunch of other actors to see
You're
the way
breaking up really bad.
to be out resonated with. I knew that it was something that, and they are a lot of different contracts, a lot of different moving pieces when it comes to filming. You have to start out paperwork, you know, so people them filmings may work for others that didn't work for you, so you just kind of adjust it as you go along. You try to come up with some type of budget, whereas people, may not get paid money in the beginning, but it may be film credit, it may just be food, or just for the sake of them having exposure, because you're trying to build and grow and do things together. So you have to be people that's understanding of that and patient. um, but yeah, the paperwork is very important. Now that I'm in the union, I learned more, from the business stance of it, and just learning how to maneuver and use your resource to your advantage.
Okay, so let's talk about you being in a union, and if you can explain to the viewers at home that's watching, what does the union mean to someone in the film industry?
So the union is SAG, and so the union is, it's just like if you work with a factory or whatever, and you have a union that stands behind you to make sure that you're not or underpaid or represented and protected. Importantly, when you're working film and now also SAG that have
You're real choppy. You're real
they
choppy and breaking up really
versus
bad.
somewhere there's really like and no budget. I'm breaking up bad.
Really bad. Are you on your tablet, your laptop, or your cell phone?
Let's see, I don't know.